What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Asthmatic, and welcome to another edition of Xbox 101. And from the looks of things, this might be one of the final episodes under that title of Xbox 101, and that is primarily what we're going to be talking about today. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this show and where it fits into the channel and how best to utilize it in the future. And I think I've got some pretty interesting ideas, and so I want to take the time to let you guys know where my thoughts are at and get some of your input down in the comments, obviously, to see where we want to go in the future with this. But before I get into that, there is a couple channel-wide things that I want to go over first. First being that I am setting up times with Captain Zazma when we're going to record a second episode of Dark Zone Hunters. Probably going to get to record that this week. I know we planned to do it last week, but he was still suffering from the glitch in the division where his character was missing. They have, of course, since fixed that. His character is back, and we are good to film as long as we can get on at the same time and get that working. So we're working out our schedules right now. We should be able to film sometime later this week, which means that the video will be out sometime next week, and I'll be getting that to you guys as soon as I possibly can next week. All right. At the same time, thank you guys very much for anyone who came out for game night last week. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I'm very excited to continue doing game night. I really want to turn that into a regular weekly thing. As soon as currently I'm in class until 8 p.m. on Thursdays, and I'm like 45 minutes away from school where I live, and so by 9 o'clock I should be able to be online and be playing, and I'm going to be streaming that through YouTube as often as I can. YouTube does save that stream, so afterwards I will be taking them and putting them together, doing little kind of best of for anyone who doesn't get the chance to come out to the actual event but wants to see all the cool stuff that goes down. So last week we played the Halo 5 Warzone Firefight beta, and it was a ton of fun. That beta was great. I think Warzone Firefight, when it goes live in the future, is going to be amazing. They've done a great job so far for it just being in beta, and I'm excited to see the full version of that sometime soon. So this week I'm planning, for now at least, on playing Halo 5 again. We obviously don't have the Warzone Firefight beta anymore, but I do... Sorry, my computer's doing weird stuff. I want to make sure it's still recording. We don't have the Warzone Firefight beta anymore, but there's no reason we can't play regular Warzone or whatever else we want to do. So please hit me up on Twitter at Asthmatic117 if you are interested. Add me on Xbox Live at Asthmatic405. Send me a message. Let me know, hey, I'm interested in doing game night, and I will be sure to take note of all those people, and I will get invites out to you guys. But also, if for whatever reason I don't get you an invite or you don't send me the message or whatever, I will be starting, I'll have an open party on Xbox Live, so if you add me to your friends list, you can just find me on there when I'm online and go add to party or join party, and we'll be right there, good to play. So, moving on from that, the videos on the channel this week are going to be Xbox 101. I'm really buckling down to get everything else filmed. I've got most of them pretty much done. I just have to get a couple other things filmed, get my editing finished up, and my editing system in terms of my ability to edit mobily using my personal cloud is getting better. I'm working out the kinks in that so that it's working really nice and good to go. So I should be getting a couple more Xbox 101 videos out this week. I've got the gamertag change video that went out last week, so if you have any questions or anyone you know wants to know how to change their gamertag, video is up. You can find it on the channel under videos or under playlists under Xbox 101. So, about this show. For anyone new to the channel, every Monday I run an episode of this, which is Xbox 101, where I focused on talking about, the news of what's going on in the Xbox world looking forward. It was originally sort of founded because Xbox does a series every Friday, Major Nelson does, called This Week on Xbox, where he pretty much gives the week review of everything that happened that past week. And I designed this show to be sort of a preview of everything we know that's coming out this week, whether it's new games on Tuesday or new updates or whatever. When we've got conventions coming up, we'll be talking about that. And that is pretty much it. But over the last couple months, it gets awkward because I obviously want to do the show every week, but if there's a light week, if I don't really know exactly what's going on, then what do I talk about? And then on those weeks, I would end up talking more about the channel and really what's going on there, but then I feel a little weird because I'm talking about the channel and not about Xbox. And so it's kind of been a mixed bag in terms of, me feeling really good about what I'm putting into the show and whether or not that really aligns with what the show was originally designed to be about. And so looking at making some changes in that. I mentioned this in weeks before, but I really sat down and said, how do I want to do the show, and here's what I've come up with. I got my laptop here with my notes, so that's what I'm looking at over here. So in the future, I'm really planning on having this show being more focused on updates to the channel, updates to the channel in general in terms of what's going on in the future, events, ways that you can get more connected, whether it be with me or with other YouTubers that I work with, whatever we're doing to get people involved. I'm really going to be pushing those types of events, and talking, more about channel, and just sort of YouTube-centric stuff. So, and like I said, the reason for this is because that's kind of where I felt it going naturally, but because of the original branding, it felt weird. And so sort of what I'm going to be launching is a rebranding, so that way where I feel like the show is naturally going is aligned with where it's, supposed to be going. And so the title of the show is going to change something away. It's not going to be Xbox this week. We're going to look more at probably, what was it that I liked? Weekly Dosage was an interesting title that I'd come up with. I might like that one, so we'll see. Let me know what you think about that. Could be Weekly Dosage with Asthmatic. I don't know. Could be fun. In the future, I would love to do like live streams on Mondays, because usually Monday morning is the time when I, get up, I record, and then I go and I get anything edited that I can right then, and then I'm pretty much just hanging out, making thumbnails or editing, whatever. And so if anyone's interested in sort of the behind the scenes, if you're like, hey, how does this guy actually make videos? Like, what actually goes into that moment by moment? I would be interested in doing Monday live streams like that. Don't know for sure if that's going to happen. Really, it'll depend on demand and just, kind of how things play out in the next couple months. If that does happen, though, it won't be for the next, month or so anyway. Really, in the end of finishing out April, I'm going to be focusing on making sure this gets relaunched. And really, by the time we get into May, we should be like on a regular schedule with how the new show is going to work. So, Monday live streams, major Xbox news, because with this show changing and being more about like what's going on in the channel and all of this, where does the Xbox news come in? Because, when that drops, when we have something, I obviously need to get that out to you guys. So my plan going forward is likely going to be to just make those videos as need be, so that when something happens, I'll obviously be talking about it on Twitter as it happens, keeping you guys as up to date as possible there, which is really what Twitter is best at. But I will do my best to be getting videos out same day as quick as I can. There are obviously a lot of factors that go in that, depending on whether or not I'm at home, whether or not I have the ability to record. Depending on what's going on, I can always record stuff from my phone. I got a Note 4, it's got a pretty good camera. So, it's no C920, but it's a pretty good camera. So I'm sure I could use that to make you guys some videos out on the fly. So we'll see how that goes, but that's going to be the plan going forward for major Xbox news, is when something comes out, be on Twitter as soon as I can, and be getting a video made same day as best I can. That's the plan for Xbox news. And as far as the channel as a whole goes, I am kind of already considering a different logo, because I'm kind of already getting tired of people thinking that this is like a boot or a sock. Wow, that looks really good on the camera. People tell me that this looks like a boot or a sock, and I get that. So we'll see. I don't know. I kind of want something a little bit, I don't want to say more like crafted, but I don't know, something a little different. We'll see how it goes. But either way, this will likely become the logo like for this new show on Mondays. So that would be a ton of fun. But if you like this logo, don't worry, because it's going to be for the channel. It's not going anywhere. And I do have some stickers that my friends over at Decalzilla made for me, because they are awesome. And if anyone needs decals, check them out. They've got a bunch of gamer and anime stuff in their library, and they're super nice, and they do great custom work as well. So, yeah, got some stickers. And so, I would also really like to make like an animated intro sequence for this show or for Xbox 101, just stuff in general. I'd love to do some more like cool little animated guys, but I've never done that before. I don't know what kind of program to use to do that, and then I obviously don't know how to use that program and actually make the animations. So if anyone has any information on how you could help me out with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments, or again, hit me up on Twitter and just let me know, hey, I make animations, this is what I use, or blah, blah, blah. It's really hard. You should try this. You should try that. Let me know, because I want to help make this channel better, and I want to learn more about creation of, videos, and I think making little animated sequences. And it would be nice for outros too, if I could just have like a stock outro to do my thing and then have something else to get over there, so that I can get, references and all kinds of other stuff put neatly into the end of the video. So that's really what I've got. Ooh, wrong mouse. That's really what I've got on that. I've been thinking a lot about this show, and I really want to make it as useful to you guys as I possibly can. And as time goes on, I find myself being more involved doing, trying to do as many podcasts as I possibly can with other people as my schedule allows, and really trying to get more into conventions and covering those. I really appreciated the great response I got from WonderCon. People really seemed to latch onto those videos and to like what I was bringing back to you guys, and I'm going to continue to do that through E3 and through Comic-Con to the end of this year, and maybe other conventions, but I haven't really thought beyond Comic-Con yet in terms of my personal life or the channel anyway. So that's really where I'm at right now in terms of going forward. If you guys have any thoughts, please let me know what you think. If you have a good idea for like the name of the show or cool logo ideas, whatever. Because just because I'm the guy who sits on this side of the camera doesn't mean that you have, no say in how the channel looks or what the show is called or any of that kind of stuff. This is really here more for you than it is for me. And so if there's some kind of, information that you feel like you're not getting, or if there's some little subsect of, Xbox culture, some little thing that you feel like is constantly being forgotten or neglected and you really want me to shine the spotlight on that, let me know, because I would love to do that. I really want to, this channel is worthless if I don't bring you guys the information that you care to receive. So tell me what that is so that I can bring that to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling. I think this episode's already like 45 minutes. So thank you guys very much for hanging out for another, most likely what is one of the final editions of Xbox this week. Something like Weekly Dosage or whatever like that will be launching soon. Over the next couple weeks, we're going to be going through that transition. Thank you guys so much. Please let me know down in the comments below what you think about these ideas. Please give me ideas of your own, because I want to help make this a two-way street and let you guys be involved in the creation of future content on this channel. So thank you very much. I'm going to go get back to making some Xbox 101 videos so I can get those up for you guys. This is Asthmatic, out.